Hey chocolate friends, Carla from Opening Chocolate here. Today for this bar bits video I was inspired by this bar from Chocolarder out of the UK, United Kingdom or England. It's a 50% milk chocolate with wild gorse flowers. So what is a gorse flower? If you're in the UK, you might be very familiar with these flowers, but in other places, you may not know what they are, and they have an interesting quality about them that I'd like to tell you about. So the wild gorse flower, Ulex europaeus, is in the Fabaceae family, so the pea family. Sometimes it's called gorsed or furze or whin or prickly broom, but it is not the same plant as Scotch broom or Spanish broom. It's much more spiky thorny than those two plants. So it is an evergreen shrub that is very spiky thorny. It has these gorgeous yellow flowers that, when you look at them, they look like pea flowers. It looks like it belongs in the Fabaceae family. All of the leaves, or almost all of the leaves on the plant, are replaced by thorns, and that's the main photosynthetic organ on the plant. So they're pretty spiky. That makes them really hard or sometimes annoying to pick the flowers off of, but the birds love them for this reason because it's kind of like a safe place for them to build their nests. Native to Western Europe and North Africa, it is also what's called a fire climax plant, which means the seed pods open after a fire. Because of the fire, the heat opens the seed pods, and that means they're one of the first plants that come back after an area has been devastated by fire. But here's the catch. In other countries like the US, Australia, New Zealand, South America, it is an invasive plant, and it's bad news there. It does have a high fire risk due to it being very dry, and it also has a high oil content to it as well. And it basically just grows really well and crowds out native plants. So because it's used to like the heathlands in England, where it's not a really super nice place to grow, but it has adapted to that. So the edible part, the flower that is in this. So that's why they have yellow on this wrapper, because the gorse flower is this beautiful, gorgeous yellow flower that pops all over the place. They're often used as hedges because they do have that beautiful flower that comes in the spring. The flower is the edible part. Do not eat the seeds or the pods. Let me just stress, do not eat any plant unless you are absolutely 100% sure you know what you are eating. So the flower is the edible part in the gorse plant. It can be used in salads, in teas, in fruit wine, and in chocolate. So here's the weird thing about gorse flowers. They smell really strongly of coconut. Like coconut, you would label it right away as coconut when you smell it, or even taste it. So it's kind of this weird thing. There may be an effect like with cilantro where some people taste it differently, where in this case some people smell the coconut, taste the coconut, some people don't. But also the flowers have a little bit of a toxic alkaloid in them, so don't eat too many of them. They can also taste bitter to some people, so the flowers do have a mild coconutty almond kind of taste, which shows up in this chocolate. When you open this chocolate, you will definitely get the coconut flavor coming through, but the flowers can also be pickled and used like a caper. So that is wild gorse flower, collected on the Cornish coastal paths of Cornwall. And I like this on the back of the bar here. They say, picked by hand in late spring from prickly hedgerows that line the rugged Cornish coastal path, these small yellow flowers are a right pain in the fingers to harvest. I can believe it. Those are prickly, prickly plants. But you have made a delicious milk bar. So that is why, if you're having this bar, that you're not crazy. You did smell coconut and taste coconut in there. So what a unique offering from Chocolarder. Thank you for making this bar. That's all I have to say about Chocolarder for today and wild gorse flower. If you have a bar that you'd like me to taste, or if you've experienced the coconut flavor of gorse flower, leave me a comment and let me know where you tasted it or saw it, and I'd love to hear from you. So until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks.